Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out with middleweight Jason Quigley at the Ingle Gym. Jason, your last performance was back in October. Freddie Hernandez won pretty much every round. Just tell us, did it match up to your expectations of the fight?
Yeah, well, I knew he was going to be very tough, you know what I mean? I knew that he was going to be there to the end, like it was going to take a lot to get him out of there early. And looking at his resume, he's went the distance with Bobo Andrade, he's went the distance with Erislandy Lara, you know, he's beat Alfredo Angulo. I knew this was no slouch I was getting in with, you know, and I knew it was going to be a great test for me, and that's what it proved to be. First 4 or 5 rounds were very comfortable and in control, got into a bit of a war in the middle part of the fight with him, and then I finished off the fight again then boxing using my skills. So there was a good learner in the middle of that fight for me, and these are the type of fights that I need. These are the type of learning curves that I need in my career if you want to go on and be world champion. That's exactly what I want to do.
What's it like having a US promoter, most of your fights in the US, but being based over here in a gym in Sheffield in the UK?
Yeah, like obviously for my first 3.5 years as a pro, everything was in LA, so that was the norm for me. I suppose then coming here to Sheffield, obviously it was a little bit different. You know, you seen all the lads fighting locally and everything like that, and I had to fly to America every time for my fight, you know, but I like fighting in America, you know, I like the fights over there and the setup and everything over there, I suppose, because that's what I'm used to. But I want to fight back in Ireland, and that's something that's going to happen very shortly, and that's something that we're pushing towards.
Whose show would that be on, assuming it happens?
We're going to bring Golden Boy to Ireland.
Really? Golden Boy are going to put on a show in Ireland?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Any idea when that might be?
We're not 100% sure when that might be. We're going to see how things match up. Obviously Spike O'Sullivan is with Golden Boy as well, so maybe have Spike on the card and everything. It's going to be...
This will be actually in the Republic of Ireland, a big show south of the border.
100%. Golden Boy in the Republic of Ireland is going to make a lot of headlines for sure.
There's certainly a gap in the market at the moment. That'd be amazing. You talked about living in LA previously. Without meaning to be disrespectful to Sheffield, it must be a bit of a culture shock moving from LA to here.
Well, to be honest, the culture shock was moving to LA originally.
Yeah.
You know, that was the main culture shock for me, and that was the way that things panned out for me. You know, I was over there for the first year and a half, and at the start I was like, oh, unbelievable, I'm never going to leave this place. I would never be wearing jackets and hats over there. But you know, after a while it just wasn't me. You know, waking up every day, the sun shining, Venice Beach being your back garden, and you know, it was just...
Sounds horrible, yeah.
It looks, and it sounds lovely as for a holiday, but for, you know, a training camp, and it wasn't even a training camp, it was my life. I was kind of on autopilot the whole time over there because I wasn't in or out of camp because I didn't really have a social life over there, or, do you know what I mean? It was very difficult, but don't get me wrong, at the start it was unbelievable, and then things just started to get normal and the place started to get comfortable, and you know, it just wasn't, just didn't hit home with me.
What's your situation here in Sheffield? Do you stay up here during the week and go home at weekends, or what do you do?
Yeah, that's the main kind of scenario for me up here. I'll be here probably for about 2 weeks. I'll go home every second weekend, especially when I'm in camp. But if I'm not in camp, I don't have a fight date or anything like that, I'll probably be home most of the time, coming over bits and pieces, just keeping in shape. And I keep in shape back at home in Ireland as well. So it's about an hour's flight from Knock to East Midlands, and sometimes the flights can cost about £10. Do you know what I mean? So it's so...
A lot easier to get back from LA, yeah?
Oh, 100%. The jet lag killed me coming back from LA, but no, it's so much more convenient.
Have you got a family of your own? Are you like married? Have you got kids?
Yeah, I've got my girlfriend April and her little girl Sierra, so we've got a nice setup back in Ireland and everything like that, and you know, we're working well together as a team, and everything's falling into place.
Outside of the big Golden Boy show that we've already talked about, what are the plans for you in 2019? Where would you like to be by the end of next year?
I would like to be in world title contention. You know, this year I already got offered to fight the world title against Ryota Murata for the WBA title, and that fell through completely on their side of things. They overlooked the mandatory Rob Brandt. and he came and caused a bit of an upset. So Rob Brant's out there now. That could be a very possible fight for me in the near future. I think he's signed with Top Rank now as well, along with Cohen Promotions. So, you know, there's a lot of big fights out there. There's a lot of stepping stones out there. I'd like to get my feet running now again in the new year with another good 10-round solid fight, hopefully on the east coast of America, and then get ready then to start hitting the big lads at the very top.
Do you worry at all about the kind of chasms in boxing between all the different factions now? So you've got, you know, you've got Golden Boy, Top Rank, Matchroom USA, and they're all on different broadcasters as well. Do you worry that could prove difficult to make the fights that you really want?
I'm lucky I'm with Golden Boy. If I was with a small-time promoter or something like that, then I would probably have to worry. But Golden Boy are one of the best out there, and in my eyes, they are the best promotional team out there at the minute. And you know, they will make the fights, they will make it happen for you, and it's just a matter of me just staying focused and keeping here in the gym and staying ready.
And now you've Golden Boy have obviously got the biggest draw in the world today, who happens to be at your weight, which can't hurt.
Yeah, without a doubt, you know, and my stepping stones is to get into the likes of Canelo. At the end of the day, look, Canelo is the champion now. Who's to say he's going to be champion when my time comes around? But he's the champion right now, and that's a man that I have my eyes set on.
Well, you've got Jacobs and Andrade obviously as well, who are both on DAZN, I think, at the moment. So, and DAZN are working with Golden Boy. So I suppose for you, it's worked out quite well, this kind of broadcaster split.
Yeah, of course, you know, and the likes of Jacobs and Bobo Andrade, they're both very good, skillful fighters also, and those are the types of fighters that I want to get in with. I want to get in there and show my skills. I think I have shown that I can fight and I can knuckle down when I have to, but now I want to get back in and get fighting these lads now that, you know, are up there on a skill level, and I want to put my skills against them and show them how good I really am.
Is that one of the reasons for the move to this gym, in that they're a bit more focused on skill, mastery of distance, switching stances and that kind of thing, more so than fitness and getting involved and that kind of thing?
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, I've seen this gym for years, even before I turned professional, and I always liked their style, but it's not a style. It's just being natural and being you and doing what feels right. And of course, you have to keep your hands up, you have to defend, you have to do all the basics as well. But at the end of the day, you know, in here, you get to be yourself. You get to do what naturally comes natural to you. And I think that's what's important, because to me, I think I'm very skillful. You know what I mean? I like to do things a little unorthodox sometimes, and I'm starting to find my way here now in the Ingle Gym, and it's all starting to come together. I had it in my first few rounds of my last fight, kind of fell back into a more fighting style and then go back to my boxing again. So it's all starting to come together.
Brilliant. Well, we wish you the very best of luck with hopefully a busy 2019, and yeah, continue on the journey with the Ingles.
Appreciate it, lads. Thanks very much.
Cheers. That was good, man.